Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today, we're talking about One Punch Man episode 16, or season 2, episode 4. And exactly what I thought was going to happen kind of happened. And from what I've been hearing and what I thought was going to happen, really, I didn't know anything was going to happen at all, like the way I thought it was. So I'm lying to you. But what I did expect was going to happen was we're going to see more character growth surrounding Gato, because he is supposed to be the antagonist of the season. So that makes a lot of sense that we're seeing a lot more character growth with him and a lot more explanation behind his character, like how the episode begins with him as a child and him watching what seems to be a televised series of a hero fighting a bunch of villains and etc etc. And it seems that Garo, even as a child, has always been fascinated by villains and never liked heroes. He was always more favoriting towards the villains, which isn't very shocking seeing how he is today in present time. Meanwhile, while all that's happening, Garo attacked one of the high-end associate guys in the Hero Association in this universe. So obviously the Hero Association was like, okay, well, we got to get someone to protect them as a bodyguard. So they start asking around the Class S heroes, but of course, because they're Class S, they're doing a lot of hero work and they're really busy. So they start calling up people like King. And of course, we know that King isn't very strong and isn't very powerful, so we know that he's gonna decline, and he does. I thought his whole brief appearance of the episode was actually kind of funny. I actually really enjoyed it. But then we meet Metal Bat, and his whole gimmick is that he has a metal bat. Yeah, and he's actually kind of ridiculously strong and really, really cool. And I really like that. I really like how he's seemingly really, really cool, but he's like super strong for no reason. He just carries around a metal bat and that's it. And I don't know, I actually kind of really like that. But that's happening in one plot. The other plot is Garo obviously trying to figure out where the other heroes are. He meets up with the kid that he met in a previous episode, which I think was actually last week's episode, now that I think about it. And then that's when these enemies, these monster creatures, start attacking Metal Bat, and they're trying to attack this associate guy, or something. He's related to the Hero Association, and these monster creatures are going after him and his family for some reason. It's not explained why in the episode, but Metal Bat's obviously trying to figure that out, and maybe they'll explain that in the next episode. They probably will, because it'll have to be important to the overarching plot with the whole prophecy bull crap that's going on. I'm trying not to swear. I caught myself right at the end of that sentence, but whatever. So that's happening. And then, of course, from what we saw in last week's episode, it was built that Saitama is going to be stepping in for Taranko in the tournament. And, of course, he gets a wig. He goes to the tournament. And then we meet someone that Taranko actually knew, and his name is Sourface. And Sourface explains this whole incident that happened before Garo had left, Master Bang, and just went on and did what he did. And that's because Garo, in a previous tournament over a year ago, I think that's what he said, was he went in there with a mask on as like a wolf man or something. He took someone else's identity, but the guy whose identity that he took was actually unconscious, and that's when they figured out that it was actually Garo. And it's really interesting. It kind of further solidifies that he is looking for super strong opponents and fighters, and that he's going to do whatever he's going to do just to be able to do that. And that's why he's known as, the Hero Hunter now, or the human Hero Hunter calling himself a monster, So that's kind of like the whole premise of the episode. That's really all that happens. There's a lot of action. There was a couple times where I actually thought there was some good comedic moments, but there was only a couple of them. The episode was more on a serious tone, which makes sense considering that there's the monster who's on a dragon level, and that's really really dangerous if you don't know the tier of it. So there's demon. And then there's something else. I actually don't know if there's anything in between that or before that. and then there's dragon, and then there's god, and then maybe there's something else beside higher than god. I'm actually not sure, or that's even correct. I'm actually probably very ignorant about it myself, but that's kind of like the whole episode. That's kind of like the whole premise of the episode. A lot of stuff happens, but also a lot of stuff doesn't happen. It was more supposed to be a setup rather than an episode full of action, even though there was a lot of action in the episode. It was actually really, really good. But we're gonna get a lot more action next week. We're gonna see Gato and Metal Bat obviously fight each other. We're probably gonna see Saitama do some stuff in the tournament, so that's gonna be entertaining. And yeah, I'm just interested what they're gonna see. I'm just interested what we're gonna do next week in the next episode. And I'm stuttering on my words and I'm trying to figure out what to say. I'm messing up. I haven't gotten any sleep, so I'm really tired. So that's probably why. Anyways, yeah, that's the whole entirety of the episode. I thought it was really enjoyable. I thought it was a lot of fun. Of course, the whole animation thing has been beaten to death, but I think the animation is perfectly serviceable. It's fine. It's whatever. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. I think it's fine. It's whatever. The action is over the top and insane, and it's One Punch Man, and it does everything it needs to do. So yeah, I part of me is kind of wishing for them to do a little bit more comedy in certain episodes, because an episode like this, for example, was more serious than and didn't really have a comedic tone most of the time, which kind of disappointed me. But I understand what they're trying to do, but I kind of wish there was a lot more, or at least a little bit more comedy within some of these episodes. I think that would be really entertaining, and then the episodes would actually probably be even better. So, anyways, that's it. I had nothing else to on top of the episode, so that's the end of the video. If you did enjoy, for whatever reason, be sure to leave a like. If you are new, subscribe for more videos just like this. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to get this video out today. It's about like 6 o'clock. I probably will be able to if I, don't procrastinate and I start editing as soon as I'm done recording. Anyways, I'm done rambling. I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that is. I'll see you guys next time. Have a fantastic day. I'm out. Peace.